Ciao belli, come va? Welcome to Italian Lessons with Seva. Today I'm going to discuss the Italian verb piacere, which is used to express the likes and dislikes. But there is a fundamental difference between the piacere and to like. Why? Because to like, yeah, in order to use to like, you use the subject pronoun. I like, you like, she likes, they like. Piacere doesn't mean to like. Piacere means to please. And you cannot use the same pronoun and say I please cheese instead of I like cheese, because it's not the same. So let's see the conjugation of this verb. And this is the conjugation of piacere. And you can see that it will be io piaccio, tu piaci, lei, lui piace, noi piacciamo, voi piacete, loro piacciono, which would mean, as you can see, I please, you please, she, he pleases, we please, you, plural please, and they please. So let's see the details. If you have here a mouse that likes, let's say, cheese and doesn't like cats. Is it logical for a mouse? So remember, or maybe you don't remember, but you might remember that in Italian il topo is the mouse, il formaggio is the cheese, il gatto is the cat, il gelato is the gelato. Some people translate it as ice cream, but it's slightly a different product, so probably it is not exactly ice cream, even though similar. So piacere, the verb piacere is to be pleasing or to be appealing, and that is the way to translate that verb if you want to your sentences to be grammatically correct. Because to like gives you a wrong relationship between the subject and the object. Remember, the fundamental point of this short lesson is to remember, in Italian, there is no verb to like. Let's take a look. You know that the verb piacere has conjugations like all other verbs, but its conjugation in a third person singular and a third person plural are going to be used significantly more often than other conjugations. Does it mean that the other ones do not exist? No, they do exist, but they are not used as often. Consider English verb to fascinate or to interest. It's much more often that you would use it interests me to travel, or the books of such and such writer interest me very much. But it's significantly rarer that you would say, I interest him, and so forth. So, in a way, it is similar. So note, when you deal with the verb to like, you will need subject pronouns, io, tu, lei, lui, noi, voi, and loro, which would mean I like, you like, she likes, he likes, and so forth. To please, or with piacere, you do not need the subject pronouns, you need the indirect object pronouns, which would be me, ti, gli for he, le for her, ci for us, vi for you, plural, gli with the soft, gli for them, which would mean it's pleasing to me, it's pleasing to you, it's pleasing to him, it's pleasing to her, it's pleasing to us, it's pleasing to you, plural, it's pleasing to them. So please note that those ones that you need. But these tables, they correspond because to each subject pronoun, there is an indirect object pronoun that corresponds. Io is me, tu is ti, lui is li, lei is le, and so forth. Let's take a look. Remember, the easiest way to comprehend the concept is to remember that there are two groups of verbs. One group takes the subject pronouns, And to this group would belong verbs mangiare, to eat, bere, to drink, amare, to love, vedere, to see, leggere, to read, etc. So to like belongs to that group because you say I eat, I drink, I love, I see, I read, etc. And you say I like. But piacere in Italian belongs to the other group that also exists in English. And the group would be to fascinate, to amaze, to please, to appeal, to interest. Because you don't say, I please to travel. You don't say, I fascinate the books. You say, the books are fascinating to me. It pleases me to travel. And that's why you need the indirect object pronouns, which would be mi, ti, le, gli, ci, vi, li. Note that the group number one, when you use the subject pronoun, the subject pronouns answers to the questions who or what. Who eats? She eats. Who drinks? They drink. Who loves? We love. But piacere, you will need the indirect object pronouns. And they will answer to the question to whom, to what. Why? Because you say, to whom it's pleasing to travel, to me. To whom it's interesting to read, to you. To whom it's pleasing to. So note that all these verbs, and piacere is one of them, they will use the indirect object pronoun. So let's see. Mi piace il formaggio. You see it here. Mi piace il formaggio. I like the cheese. Literally, you're saying the cheese is pleasing to me. That me goes in the beginning of the sentence does not mean that it's a subject. In English, it is the case. You always put the subject in the beginning. But in Italian, the word order is slightly more loose because Italian is the language of freedom. Ti piace la musica would be translated as is the music pleasing to you. Gli piace il gelato. He likes ice cream. But literally, you're saying the gelato is pleasing to him. Do you see that? Gli piace il formaggio. Is the cheese pleasing to him? Note that the questions are the same as the statements. You just need to put the question mark and change the intonation, unlike in English. Next one, non gli piacciono I gatti. The cats are not pleasing to him. Non gli piace lavorare. He doesn't like to work. Consider word labor in English, similar to that lavorare. Gli piace mangiare il gelato. He likes to eat ice cream. Gli piace ascoltare la musica. Please note that in these cases, we're using the verbs in the infinitive. And when there are verbs in the infinitive, the piacere always will be conjugated in the singular third person, no matter how many verbs there are. The same as in English, because you say, it fascinates me to dance and to sing. Yeah? It's singular third person. So the most important thing to remember, it is that piacere does not mean to like. All right, piacere doesn't mean to like, it means to please or to be pleasing. You will need these pronouns to express likes and dislikes in Italian. It will be mi for to me, ti for to you, li for to him, le for to her, ci for to us, vi for to you plural, and li for to them. And remember, it will answer to the question to whom, to what it is pleasing something. English, like, the verb to like, belongs to this group that uses the subject pronouns. So please do not get confused. I hope it was useful to you. I'm planning on recording another short lesson with the practice for PIACERE very soon. If you have any questions, please write to me. Let me know if you need anything else. Otherwise, ciao belli.